In today's video, I'm going to be ranking every Chapter 6 season. So, in my last ranking video, it was every Chapter 5 other than Chapter 5 Season 1, because I actually didn't play that. And I said there would be a part 2 for Chapter 6 and 7 and all the ones after that. And here we are. Before we get started, a lot of you who are watching are not subscribed, and you might think you're subscribed, but you're not. So do a favor for me, go down and check make sure you're subscribed, and if you are, make sure you have the bell on so you can get notifications when I post a new video. And with that, let's get started. Alright, up first we have Chapter 6, Season 1, Hunters. So this was like the Japanese themed season, and it was pretty cool. So, like last ranking video, we're gonna structure this starting with the battle pass, then the map, then the weapons. So for the battle pass, we had the new Hope skin, we had Kendo, we had the cat, we had the demon lady, we had, I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, Godzilla, and a couple more. When the season first came out, it was really cool, especially with like the water and air sprites and the earth sprites, but the earth sprite was a lot different than the other two. It wasn't like a walking around sprite, it was like a stationary NPC kinda. And so the battle pass was good. I got sidetracked with the sprites, sorry. Kendo was good. He's Kendo, did I say Kendo? He's a Ronin, street Ronin. He's really cool. I really like the yellow style, because yellow's my favorite color. I like his mask. His glider's really cool. We got Hope. She's really cool. I like all her styles with the hood and the mask and all that. The cat I still wear him a lot. I love his baggy clothes, his hoodie, his robot hand, his two tails. I mainly use the base and black. I never really use the gold and red. But he's pretty cool. We also have the demon lady. I rarely use her, but when I do, I always use the I don't know if it's called a dress, but the non-robe looking thing she wears, the one with like the white hair. She has that style. We also have Godzilla, a classic. I remember when the season first came out, everyone was memeing, hitting the gritty with him and the ginormous Jordans on his feet. So, whenever I wear him, it's mainly just, like, for memes. But I've never really seen a Godzilla movie, so I'm gonna have to watch one soon. But yeah, he was cool. I loved his boss. I'll talk about that later. But, yeah, that's pretty much all the skins from the battle pass I can remember. So, moving on to the map. So, since it was the beginning of a chapter, the whole map was different, not just a couple POIs. It was really cool. I mainly landed at the canyon place. I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot its name. It was like yeah, all I remember it was a canyon. I also liked Seaport City. I can't remember all the POIs, so you'll have to bear with me. I do remember the turtle on the map. It would spawn in different places. It was a really good loot place. It had a couple blue chests. The map was good. I think the graphics were really great. The colors, all the autumn trees and stuff. Yeah, it was really good. Moving on to the weapons. We had the sword that you could do dashes with, kind of like I forgot what it was called, but from Chapter 4, that sword. We also had I'm trying to remember all of them. The sword, I guess you could count the boss as a weapon, so there was a Godzilla boss you could turn into. I only got it once, I think. It was pretty slow, but that's the same for most ginormous bosses. For them to be overpowered, they also have to be pretty slow to keep it even. So, Godzilla boss was fun. They brought back the aimbot pistol. That one's not very good. I mean, if you play zero builds, it's good. But if you're just trying to play a normal game of Battle Royale, it's not the best. There was also the Sentinel Pump, which is still a loved shotgun to this day. There was the Fury AR, the Holofoil AR, and then the two SMGs, the one with the scope and the one that reloaded weird. The burst, I think it was a burst, or it got faster the more you held it down. That one was fun. There was also the boss you could fight, the big guy, forgot his name. Yeah, season was okay. I'm gonna be honest, it got pretty boring. So I'm gonna give it a C tier. Up next, we have Lawless, Chapter 6, Season 2. And this one was super fun. Basically, it was just like you could rob banks. That was the main theme of the season, the main point. And that was really fun to do. So starting with the Battle Pass, obviously we have Big Dill, the most iconic from the season. We have the Sub-Zero, the Outlaw Midas. I think her name was Joss with the cone head. And then Keisha Cross. And the Wolf guy. And maybe a couple more that I don't remember. This season was really good. So with the Battle Pass, Big Dill, definitely iconic. He's like the modern Peely, so like a iconic meme skin that everyone likes to wear for fun. Joss, I like wearing her without the cone and without the gradient style. So she's cool. I like her overalls. Keisha Cross is cool because she's like a biker. Whenever I'm playing like a creative map with motorcycles, I usually put her on. With the wolf skin, I never really wear the wolf skin because I don't really like him. Sub-Zero, I've never played Mortal Kombat, so I can't really appreciate Sub-Zero. He does look cool, though. Outlaw Midas is, like, the only Midas I have. I also have Meowdis, and he's, like, huge. So he doesn't look very good, like, emoting and playing the game. So whenever I want to be all gold, I wear Outlaw Midas, and he's really cool. I like his mullet and stuff. Moving on to the weapons. We had a bunch of new exotics, like the Rift Gun, the Stink Rifle, the Marking Sniper, the Pump and Dump. I forgot what power it had. I think it was like a 0-point dash. There was the Fury exotic came out later that chapter, not that season. But yeah, we had a bunch of exotics. We had... Oh, they did bring back the motorcycles, which were really fun to use. For the weapons, they had the sticky grenade launcher, Pump and Dump, which was, in the trailer, it looked really overpowered, but turned out to be just not that great. They introduced those little marking things where you threw it down and it marked chests and opponents nearby. And there was the laser gun, the... what are they called? Like the fire bombs you use to open the vaults. Anyway, that was fun. Onto the map, and I'm going to include the vaults as the map. You could open vaults, and it had really good loot. It was a good spot to land if you could find a laser gun or one of those grenade things. That was really fun. The map was good. I liked the city POI. I liked the mining POI, and... trying to remember the other one. Yeah, I can't really... Oh, was it... There was the mountain, which was not really a POI, but... I don't know. Anyway, that season was really fun. So, I'm gonna give this season... I don't know. It did get kind of boring near the end, but then again, what season doesn't get boring near the end? So, I'm going to give it a... between A and B tier. I can't decide. You guys let me know in the comments whether it should be A or B tier. I'm going to go with B tier, to be honest. Moving on to Chapter 6, Season 3, Super. This season was, like, the season I became the best at. This was my peak season. This was when I started, like, grinding ranked. I started to learn double edits and triple edits. Actually, just double edits. I still can't do triple edits. But yeah, it was really fun. Like, I don't know why, but this was the season that I became good, I guess. Okay, starting with the Battle Pass. We have all the superhero skins. So there's Kill Switch, Light Rider, Synthwave, that one Raven emo lady, I forgot her name. Hold on, let me look at this. Robin, the cheerleader lady, and then the best one, and Superman, and then the best one, Ziggy. So the Battle Pass was absolute garbage except for Ziggy. I've seen like 2 Superman movies, so he is my favorite DC superhero. So I do like Superman, but he doesn't look good without his cape, and I can't wear his cape in game because of my back bling that I'm not allowed to take off. So I don't really wear Superman, but Ziggy is the best. He carried the Battle Pass. Without Ziggy, I probably, to be honest, might not even have bought it. That's a lie, I buy every Battle Pass. Anyway, so the Battle Pass, I guess Ziggy, Killswitch, and Superman were the only good skins that season. So Battle Pass was not great. Moving on to the weapons, we had they just brought it back, and I still can't remember the name. The rifle, the one with the huge magazine. I forgot its name, but you know what I'm talking about, most likely. Kill switch pistols, super fun to use. Very cinematic, but also not the best. Like, they won't get you to win, most likely. The Morgan Mist gloves, I just remembered her name. The cheerleader pom-poms that turned you into a monster. The Light Rider surfing thing, and the Synthwave gloves. The Synthwave gloves were not the greatest mobility. There was a long cooldown, and they didn't launch you very far. The surfing thing for Synthwave was insanely overpowered. You could go super far with them. They were really fun, too. It was really fun, too. We had the Kill Switch pistols, which were, again, super cinematic. You could dive backwards, forwards, and to the side while you were shooting, and you could slow-mo, too. The Storm Beast pom-poms, you could transform into the monster that just showed up on the screen, and if I remember correctly, it was overpowered and also really bad at the same time. So, like, whenever I was fighting someone with it, I would almost always die to them. But then, whenever I used it, it was horrible. So, I have mixed feelings about it. We also have the Morgan Mist things. It was a 2-piece, so you could get the cape, which would let you fly, turn into a crow, and the gloves, which let you shoot crows. So, the items, the weapons that season were pretty unique and cool. So yeah, those were awesome. Moving on to the map, we have Utopia City, the Academy Place, and then the Dingo's Palace, Daigo, but me and my friends call him Dingo. So yeah, the POIs weren't great. I never really landed at any of them. I always just went to, like, the canyon place I was talking about. But yeah, I'm gonna give this season a C tier, mainly because, like, halfway through the season it got really boring. So even though it was the season I became good in, it just got pretty boring. So I'm gonna give it C tier. And oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the Superman mythic. You could turn into Superman, and it sounds overpowered, and it kind of was, but it was also really bad and easy to kill. So, yeah, C tier. Up next, we have arguably the most clowned-on season from Chapter 6, the Star Wars mini-season. This one, back then, I was a bigger Star Wars fan than I am now, so I kind of forced myself to love it, like most Star Wars fans did, but thinking back, it was really not good. The Battle Pass was good, except for that stupid Chewie skin. That one. It is so freaking bad. Sorry, my throat hurts. I have to keep breathing in through my nose really heavy. It was like a mix between Chewie and Cuddle Team Leader. It was horrible. We also, in that Battle Pass, had, shoot, I can't even remember. I was like the one, General Grievous, Emperor Palpatine, Poe Dameron, and the EV Jedi. That was weird. I couldn't remember any. Then I remembered all of them. Anyway, Poe Dameron was pretty cool. They did his skin really well. Emperor Palpatine, they did it really well, but also when you crouch, you turn into a flower and you can't see a thing. So, not the best. General Grievous is really good. Really sweaty skin because he's super skinny. There's the Jedi and Sith Eevee. That one's really cool. You can customize whether you want to be on the light side or dark side. And what the heck was that? Yeah, it's pretty cool. So the Battle Pass, I don't know. The Battle Pass was decent. It would have been a lot better without that stupid mashup skin with Chewie and stuff. But yeah, still not the greatest. And moving on to the weapons, they brought back the lightsabers, and I never played, so when I first started, they brought back the lightsabers, so in Chapter 5, Season 2, but I was a newbie, so I didn't know how to use them or where to get them, and I was terrified of the bosses, and I think there was only one, it was Darth Vader's, so I never, got it. So this was the first time I was actually able to use them. They were really fun. I was scared that they were going to put durability on them like they did for literally everything that chapter. I hate durability. I can't name a single person who likes it. But luckily they did not put durability on the lightsabers so you could use them infinitely. They all had different powers. There was the lightning, the force pull, force throw. You could throw the lightsaber, and I think that was it. But yeah, there were all sorts of them, like purple ones, green ones, blue ones, and red ones. They were really fun to use. They also added a bunch of blaster guns. They added the shotgun, and they added I think this is the season they added the pistol, Han Solo's pistol, and then they also added the Jango Fett dual blasters. They also brought back the E11 for the Stormtroopers, and I think it's called the D12. I think I might be wrong, but that was for not Force Awakens. Is it the Force Awakens? Basically the new Stormtrooper blaster. And neither of those were really good, but they were pretty much all we had for long distance. Oh, they also had the sniper blaster. Excuse me. The sniper blaster, which was pretty good, I guess. So pretty much there weren't any bullet guns with actual bullets. There were only blasters. So for the only stuff we could use, you would always want the pump shotgun blaster, not the auto shotgun, and a sniper and lightsaber and a E11. Those were all the good ones. So the weapons were pretty limited, so I'm going to give the weapons, weapons. Anyway, weapons were not that great. Onto the map, I did not like it. So they added 4 new POIs. They put them all in the corners. You had to choose one POI to land at each season, because the storm would swallow all of them. So if you landed, say, at the Mos Eisley, or Mos Espa, I can't remember. I haven't seen Star Wars in a while. Basically, the desert POI. And you wanted to go to the Stormtrooper place in the snow, too bad, because by the time you get there, it's going to be completely in the storm. And like all the other ones, the Rebel base, and I think it was Darth Vader's POI, those would also be in the storm. So you just had to choose one Star Wars POI to go to, and then after that, you just have to go to the ones that have been there. Oh my gosh. I've been talking for so long. I need to get water. Oh, water is so wondrous. That was great. I love water. Anyway, as I was saying, so the map was not good. You would just have to choose one Star Wars POI, the new one, and then like, just go to one you've been going to the past couple months. And so, map was not good. Overall, the season, probably D tier, and it really hurts me to say that because it had so much potential. They have so many Star Wars skins they haven't put in yet. Oh, I did forget to talk about the Darth Vader NPC, which was like AI voice, so you could talk to it. That was really fun. There were a lot of funny clips from that season. That was like the one highlight that made it unique and fun. But yeah, D tier season, had so much potential. They didn't even put Jango Fett in the game, which a lot of fans have been asking for. So they wasted a battle pass. Really disappointing. So yeah, that sucks. Moving on to Chapter 6, Season 4, the Bug Season. I think it was called, like, Shock and Awe. Shock and Awesome, I think. I don't know, sorry. This season was all about bugs. You had to fight bugs, and you also had to, like, fight bugs. So, bugs, you know? Anyway, the Battle Pass contained that orange and white soldier guy. He's really cool. I like his like exoskeleton and helmet and stuff. Battle Pass also had the new Halo skin, the female one. I never played Halo, to be honest, so I don't know what it's called. Like a Spartan. The Master Chief is a Spartan too, isn't he? Sorry. Anyway, we also had the Gamer May, where she was, like, controlling robot arms. Kind of like the Leela skin, if you know what that is. She has her hands in her pockets, and she has, like, fake arms that actually holds the guns in-game. Really unique, really cool. We also had the Panda guy, my personal favorite from that Battle Pass. And the one doctor lady with the round glasses, the suit and tie, I think. Can't remember. So, yeah, decent Battle Pass. My favorite, again, was the Panda. I always use the suit and tie, the black one. The Valentine's Day one is also cool. I forgot what it was called, but I always wear it on Valentine's Day. Like a pink, red panda skin. So, yeah, Battle Pass was pretty good. Moving on to the weapons, we had that one revolver shotgun, which had crazy range and pretty good damage and a large magazine. So that one is a fan favorite. The OXR rifle, I always used it. It was great. There was also the nuke thing where you would just drop a huge nuke within like a 50 meter, not 50, more like 100. You could drop a nuke that within 100-meter radius could like completely destroy everything. It was, although there was a lot of time for you to run away, so it was good. It sounds good on paper, but it just was not that overpowered. It was pretty cool though. We also had the minigun, the lead spitter. Sorry. I hate it when people say lead splitter, and I just said it. Anyway, that one it did like 3 damage per shot, but it also shot so fast, it sounded like humming, basically. It did not sound like shooting. It was crazy. But there was also the bug blaster, the little bug thing you put on your arm and shot giant blue orbs. They also brought back the shockwave hammer, which, this season was also when I started my YouTube channel. So that's pretty special. But yeah, when I first started, I made a lot of videos, shorts on the shockwave hammer. It's so fun. I'm really glad they brought back the shockwave hammer. There was also the Megazord boss, which counts as a weapon. I think I only got him once, but I also did make a short on that. But yeah, he was pretty cool. It was annoying how I had to fight that giant centipede thing that came out of the ground instead of actually killing players. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm trying to remember the other weapons. Oh, they did add a lot of exotics, like the Fury, the Shockwave launcher, or Shockwave grenade launcher, and it, like, slowed you down midair, so you could shoot it at someone's feet, and it launched them in the air, and you could just beam them, and they couldn't build or do anything, so they were defenseless. They could shoot you, though. But, there was also the double pump, the double trouble. So it was like 2 shotguns you could double pump with. It did take 2 inventory slots though. I just took 1 pump because I just wanted to use a pump and I didn't have room for 2 of them, and I never even learned how to double pump. But yeah. They also added the 300 charge Slapberry Fizz, which was really overpowered. Where basically, if you know what Flowberry Fizz is, you just shake it and it like heals everyone around you and gives you like a low gravity effect. But it combined that with Slap, which gives you infinite stamina for a bit. And instead of 200 charge, it had 300. So it was insanely good. I always picked it up. So you could use it for mobility and heals. I mainly used it for mobility. But yeah, it was really good. So there were a lot of good weapons that season. Moving on to the map, they destroyed I forgot what it was called. Something City. Outlaw City, maybe? The one from Lawless. Which I was pretty sad about, but the new POI was pretty good also. There was a boss there you could fight. There was also the Hive with a giant boss. And then there was also that one... I don't think I ever knew what it was called. But it was another place where you could fight a boss. Pretty much every new POI had a boss you could fight, and they all had different medallions. One of them had like a double jump. I forgot what the rest did, but the double jump was really overpowered, I remember. So yeah, map was not that great. I never went to the Hive. I always just went to the old POIs. Again, I always just went to the Canyon. So yeah, not great new POIs, but yeah. Oh my gosh, I keep saying yeah. That's on me, gang. In total, I would give the season B tier, because the bugs were super annoying. I know that was the whole point of the season, but I just did not like the bugs. So, yeah, B tier season. Battle Pass was really good. Battle Pass is what kept it from being C tier. And now, for the last season of Chapter 6. Technically not Chapter 6, but I'm going to count it, because what else would I put it in? It is the Simpsons season, aka Chapter 6, Mini Season 2. So, the Star Wars one was Mini Season 1. Battle Pass. We had the first sidekick ever for free, the banana dog. We had, obviously, Homer, we had Marge, we had the fish, we had the banana, and we had, Flanders. Whoa. Ned Flanders, not Flednanders. So, if you watch the show, you would appreciate it more. I'm genuinely just not allowed to watch the show. I did watch a couple episodes in the first season, but yeah, it's a pretty good show. Homer's really funny to wear because he's huge. I always wear him just for fun. The fish skin's pretty cool. The banana's pretty much just Peely, but Simpsonized. And so, pretty decent battle pass. I prefer cats over dogs, so I don't really use the banana dog. I always just use my cat from real life, Kit Kat, as my sidekick that I bought in Chapter 7, Season 1. Anyway, moving on, the weapons. We had so many weapons. There was items, not just weapons. Sorry, the past 2 videos I made, I always said weapons. I mean items. So new heals, new weapons, new mobilities, all that. So we had, for the new heals, we had the fish, which I believe gave you double jumps. The squishies that gave you, like, high jumps and infinite stamina, I believe. We also had the burgers, Krusty Burgers, which I think just healed you for, like, 20. But you could also stack them up to 10 at one point. No, 6. In the new Reload season, you can have 10, though. I don't think they meant to do that. But anyway, there was also... I think that's all they had for heals. Obviously, they have minis and big pots and medkits, but I'm talking about new ones. So yeah, I think that's it for heals. On to mobility. They had... I don't think they had any new mobility either. Correct me if I'm wrong, I just can't remember. On to weapons. They had the deodorant applicator, the slingshot, crap. So, the zapper thing, the deodorant applicator, the slingshot, which launched like a stink bomb, which like with the radiation stick from the trailer. I don't know what I'm saying, bro. and then probably some other stuff, but I went on vacation that season, so I missed a whole lot of stuff. I missed the giant Homer thing. I don't know if it was a live event or something, but I missed it. So, I don't know. I can't remember everything. So, yeah, that's it. That's all the new stuff we had. I don't know if I've said this yet. Oh, yeah, map. Onto the map. It was a whole new map. And the thing that was most unique about it was all cel shaded. So the sky was cel shaded, the storm was, the clouds were, the grass, everything you could think of was cel shaded, except if you were wearing a 3D skin. So if you were wearing like Beef Boss or something, it didn't turn you into something 2D. But yeah. Pretty cool map. They had a bunch of POIs based on the show, which, I mean, what else would they do? Really, really good season. I can't really put into words what I liked about it. I can't really remember, to be honest. All I remember was it was really good, and it kind of saved Fortnite. So, really good season. I'm going to give it an A tier because, I don't know, just good, I guess. I also did buy the Bart skin, but I never use him anymore. I kind of regret it. But yeah, that's it for Chapter 6. Once Chapter 7 is over, I'll make a video on that. Let me know what videos you want to see next, and make sure you like the video if you know what's good for you. Subscribe, hit the bell, like I said at the beginning, and have a great rest of your day.